It's time for grassroots racers and fans to gather around. Welcome to the Racing Roundup Show, your destination for news and interviews within the Wisconsin racing scene, the upper Midwest, and from the world of motorsports. Thank you for joining us for our 38th season, America's longest-running weekly motorsports program held in front of a live audience. Tell your friends they still have time to join the racing crowd for tonight's show. And now, here is the host of the Racing Roundup Show, Jim Trado.
Hey gang, how are you? Welcome to Paulie's Pub and Eatery on this August 16th program. We are action-packed tonight. Can't wait to have you join us here at the program. We're live on the air right now till about 7:30 or so, and we're going to got some great giveaways after the program. We have an action-packed show for you again tonight. Our guest lineup, including all the World of Motorsports represented, brothers Mason and Caden Lidke, they're here. Their late model racer Joe Bongiorno, Adam Mackey with the Milwaukee Mile ARCA Menard Series race coming up on Sunday, August 28th at the Mile. Bill Hollins in the Groove was at the Blue Race at WIR, and the Alive for 5 race at Dells Raceway Park. We got that covered for you. There's a motorcycle race coming to the Mile on Harley-Davidson Rally Weekend, Labor Day. We'll talk with Aaron Haupt from Suburban Motor Harley-Davidson about that. Plus, Cornfest is this coming Sunday at Angel Park Speedway in Sun Prairie. That's the bumper-to-bumper IRA Outlaw Sprint Series, as well as the Badger Midgets. And it's a festival. There's rides. There's corn. It's Cornfest. You know, it's a festival. We'll talk to Zach Krieger. And we're excited to have, for the first time on our show, IRA Sprint's rookie driver Austin Hartman joining us to preview the big Sunday night at the Prairie. There you go. See, we're a live audience, and they're alive. Austin Hartman fans are in the house tonight, so come on down and join us and the racing crowd. It's a Brewer Shuttle night, so Paulie's has Brewer Shuttles to every home game. Pop on into Paulie's anytime the Brewers are playing a home game. They got vans, they got a bus now, they got all sorts of crazy things. So lots of fans are popping in for that, and they're heading off to the Brewer game. Well, we talk about racing here for the next 90 minutes or so on the Racing Roundup Show. When we come back, we're talking to the winner of the Knoxville Nationals, Donnie Schatz, on the program via video link. We'd also like to thank and highlight American Foundation Specialists and Allied Resource Recovery, two great supporters of our program that have been doing it all week long, all season long, every week, I should say. I want to thank them for their support of our show and of Short Track Racing. Please support their businesses. Come on down and join the racing crowd. We're at Paulie's Pub and Eatery, 81st and Greenfield in West Dallas. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to the Racing Roundup Show. Check out our website, racingroundup.show.com, and like our show on Facebook. Join us on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We're coming right back after these messages from our awesome show sponsors.
Add value and beauty to your home or commercial property with professional landscaping from Central Services Company, Incorporated. The team at Central Services is their personal choice of over 45 years of satisfied customers in Southeast Wisconsin for landscape design, construction, and grounds maintenance. Call Central Services at 262-548-0005 for all your landscaping and lawn care needs. No job is too large or too small. From lawn fertilization and weed control to award-winning landscape construction and building your backyard patio oasis, Central Services is your full-service landscape company. Call the experts at Central Services at 262-548-0005 for a free, no-obligation consultation at your home or business. Find out why Central Services can provide you with the visual difference in the art of landscaping and lawn care. Call 262-548-0005. Central Services, the visual difference in landscaping.
Bobby Gutnick and the technicians at Oak Creek Automotive on South 27th Street in Drexel are experts in automotive repair. For over 30 years and counting, the Napa Certified Car Care Center at Oak Creek Automotive handles emissions testing plus minor to major repair, from oil changes to engine and transmission replacement. Call Oak Creek Automotive, 414-761-3250. They're open for your convenience Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. and Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. For all your vehicle repair needs, head to South 27th Street and Drexel to the pros at Oak Creek Automotive.
Get your whole family involved in affordable, competitive kart racing at Millwright Raceway in Dousman, Wisconsin, home of the Badger Kart Club. Walk the pit area, talk to racers, and check out the action from the grandstands. There's a play area for the kids and great food at the concession stand. Spectator admission is free. Badger Kart Club points racers and National Touring Series race on the challenging paved road course most Sundays from April through September. Badger Kart Club is well established and well respected. There's 15 classes and over 100 drivers racing every week. From ages 5 to 75, kart racing offers competition for generations of racers of all ages. Bring the kids and check out kart racing for yourself at one of America's finest kart tracks. This is where Alan Kowicki, Danica Patrick, Sam Mayer, and Josh Palicki got their start. Millwright Raceway is just south of I-94 in Dousman. 35 miles west of Milwaukee and 45 miles east of Madison. For all the latest information, directions, and race schedule, visit BadgerKartClub.com.
ARR has been recycling for over 80 years and is here to help you with your spring cleaning. Take them your recyclable metals and they'll pay you cash. ARR buys aluminum, brass, copper, lead, and steel. And contractors, ARR has a bonus program just for you that puts more cash in your pocket. Find their full list of accepted materials at ARR1938.com. ARR with locations in West Dallas, Waukesha, and Milwaukee, right next to Miller Park. ARR Recycling since 1938.
He's frozen. Welcome back to the Racing Roundup Show. Hanging out in Wisconsin, talking all things motorsports for the last, 38 years and counting. Looking forward to having you join us on a Tuesday night throughout the summer. If you're looking to sell or buy a commercial property here in Wisconsin, choose Matt Rapina, Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty. List and buy with confidence. Hire a realtor that has the knowledge and expertise to get your deal done. Not all realtors are the same. Choose Caldwell Banker Home Sale Realty and list it with Matt Rapina. Knowledge is power. Hire knowledge. Visit MattRapina.com. That's MattRapina.com. That's where you want to find Matt, and great deals. He's a great guy. He's at every one of our shows as well. If you want to talk to Matt about your deals, we got deals for you. So thanks to that. We also want to tell you that this week's show, we're at Polly's Pub and Eatery. Lots going on this summer. We want to encourage you to go to our website, racingroundupshow.com. We are watching our show live there through YouTube, and also we're on Facebook Live right now. We want to also remind you that our show is on archive mode on our website, racingroundupshow.com. Click on the live menu button. Go down to search the show you want to watch and click on it anytime you want on the archive page. It's a lot of fun. It's easy. We've had a great show and a lot of fun so far this season. We also want to tell you that our Dean Strom worked the NASCAR race weekend on P8 Richmond Raceway and is on the middle of a 4-race stretch, so Dean's not here tonight. So he worked at Richmond last weekend, Michigan the weekend before. Dean actually has to go, not has to, but he wants to go to Watkins Glen, and he's off to Daytona. So he's got these 4 races in a row. So Dean Strom, the birthday boy, last week joined us with his family at the Cellar, which we had a great time, thanks to Oak Creek Automotive. We had a great time there, but we also want to tell you that Dean will not be with us tonight because he's really busy getting ready for Thursday's departure already for Watkins Glen, where he's on the NASCAR track PA system there one more time. Looking forward to having you join us here on the program. I'll get right into the Interstate Batteries NASCAR Report. It's time for the Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin NASCAR Report. Interstate's a founding sponsor of Joe Gibbs Racing. Interstate Batteries are the #1 replacement battery in North America. And Interstate Batteries of Southeast Wisconsin has a battery for every need. Visit interstatebatteries.com to find a dealer near you. Kevin Harvick emerged with a lead after green flag stops and raced off to his second straight Cup win. Christopher Bell on the freshest tires was coming on, but ran out of laps Sunday afternoon at Richmond Raceway. Chris Buescher raced well and was in the scenario of win or you're not in the playoffs situation. He got the second behind Kevin Harvick, one of his best runs, but admitted he burned his rear tires off getting there and had to settle for third. Denny Hamlin finished 4th, Chase Elliott 5th, and Joey Logano, who led 222 laps, raced up to 6th. His car just didn't handle after the sun started going down in Virginia. As the track cooled off in the afternoon, Logano's car was not as fast. Ryan Blaney, he finished 10th, but he scored more stage points than Martin Truex. He now has a bigger and wide advantage over the last playoff spot available to a points driver if no new driver wins. Blaney had a little more gap on Truex heading into the races this weekend at Watkins Glen. Both are really good on the road course, so it should be fun to watch as well as Daytona as these final 2 races go on to finish up the regular season at Daytona. New Jad Chandler Smith walked off with the NASCAR Truck Series trophy Saturday night at Richmond. He led the final 175 laps to score his 3rd win on the year. The Truck Series is already 2 races into their playoff season. Seymour, Wisconsin's Ty Majeski blew away the field in the first portion of the race and scored a 3rd-place run to bolster his playoff standings. Nice job, Ty. His jackman fell in front of Majeski's truck, however. Ty said, hey, I slammed on the brakes. Didn't want to hit him. He did not hit him, but he did lose 2 spots in pit road. And he never was able to make those back up on the racetrack. They got flying last 175 laps underway. Stratford's Derek Krause finished 11th. Speaking of 11, that's the 11 times he's now won the Knoxville Nationals. Racing Roundup Show fans put it together for Donnie Schatz. Donnie, congrats, and thanks for joining us on the show.
Hi, guys.
How you doing? How are things now that you've had a chance to let it sink in just a little bit after that huge win Saturday night, Donnie?
I can't see you guys. I can't hear you guys.
Okay, we'll try to reconnect with you. All right, let's just try to reconnect with Donnie.
Tried 3 times, sir. So
can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Okay, well, we can talk without having to see you. We see your smiling face on our screen frozen, but you know what? We're so jazzed to have you join us for a few minutes. Congratulations on the huge win. It was a work in progress. As many times as you've run the Knoxville Nationals, how did this one differ when it came to those track conditions in the second half of the race to let you bottom feed and do so well to get that lead with just 5 to go?
Well, it's it felt like the first time. I mean, we'd been several years since we'd been close last year. Coming there at the end. The last several seasons has been a real challenge trying to develop the Ford engine to try to get things to where they were good for throttle a race car in the way I like to have things. So this was very rewarding. Definitely the effort that was put in to be able to get this time of the year. Obviously, there's a lot of big races in July and August, but to be able to get the National, it can take a terrible year and kind of be a stepping stone to turn it around. So that's what we're hoping towards, and definitely the last half of the race was something that we really needed to capitalize on. We made some decisions to see, well, we'll see what happens the first part, and we can adjust it for the second. Just out in our favor the way the track changed.
Yeah, it's crazy to know how you drifted back early, and you said my dad's voice came in my head. Your dad passed away in June, so this has to be ultra special, but his guidance over the years of you racing together as a family, back when you had your own team in South Dakota, to what you guys went through, when your dad's voice clicked in, you said, be patient. I read all that, but that feeling, was it a settling feeling or just a common feeling of, I need to do this for my family and get this figured out? How did that play out in those moments on the racetrack, Donnie?
Over the years, that's where I got a lot of my guidance from, obviously, was my father. That's where he probably listened to the most and listened to the least, really. And now that he's not around anymore, I guess there's no more of that outside help that you're used to having. So it kind of makes you stand up a little straighter and realize that you got to figure things out, that extra line of sight that you normally do. So you have to find a way to do it 100% yourself. And obviously, we'd like to have won this race last year while he was still here, but it's just the way the world turns. So, we're glad to have done it. I myself off the ledge there halfway through the race, I was pretty frustrated, and just going to enjoy it. It's one that's going to stick with us for a while because it's probably one of the hardest ones we've earned yet.
It was a great celebration that I'm sure went way in the night hours. I did happen to see a photo posted on social of you talking to 12-time Knoxville champion Steve Kinser. He was a teammate with you under Tony Stewart Racing umbrella, but in this moment, in the Knoxville Nationals, you guys were in rarefied air. How was that a comfort and conversation with Steve Kinser well after the race was over, talking things over, knowing how successful and how big that race is for both of you guys in your careers?
Well, the one thing that people don't realize on Saturday night of the Nationals is when you win the race, it's all, there's been years where we never got to take photos with things because they're pushing along, getting to the media room, the press room, and it kind of takes it away. There's a lot of fans that want to see you. We obviously have a lot of fans there. So by the time we got done with the press room, it got late. I went back down in the infield and there, made my way to the race trailer across the street. And there were some people there, and it was great to see Steve. We were parked next to Craig, and Steve come over, and I could see the smile on his face. I think there's a sense of gratitude that buddy of his back in the day. So I think he took a sense of pride in knowing that us old guys are still on the map and can still get the job done. You can definitely tell someone's demeanor when you look into their eyes, and he was pretty pumped up and said he had picked me, so I was glad I didn't let him down. It's a lifelong moment when you take someone like him who's the greatest to ever sit in a sprint car and see how excited he was for you to win the race. It's probably one of my racing career's greater moments.
Donnie Schatz, we want to thank you for taking a few minutes of your time. We appreciate your efforts in getting to us. I know it took a couple of tries at the connection. Thank you to Michigan as well. enjoy and celebrate, and thank you for your time on behalf of the fans in Wisconsin that weren't there to cheer you on in the sold-out crowd. Congrats again on winning the Knoxville Nationals, Donnie Schatz. Thanks for joining us on the Racing Roundup Show.
You bet, guys. Thank you.
You bet. Donnie Schatz on the program. Thank you, Greg Lapine, for lining that. Misha Geiser works at Tony Stewart Racing. I've seen Misha a long time, and Misha's just on the ball, and she's got it going. And thank you to Donnie for getting that arranged and getting that working. Finishing up the NASCAR stuff. Yeah, we got to talk about NASCAR. We got to talk about NASCAR right now because we got another guest lined up in this segment on the Zoom call, on the video calls. It's not Zoom. We got something else cool, so we got to figure this out. I want to tell you that we have a couple more things to chat about when it comes to ARCA Menard Series racing. They're racing two races this weekend. I'll be at both of them. One in New York at Watkins Glen, and one at the Springfield Mile, the dirt track on Sunday. I'll be in the booth for MAV TV for that one, so that'll be kind of fun. The ARCA Menard Series drivers were represented well in the top 10 in the truck race at Richmond. Congrats to Corey Heim and Taylor Gray for finishing 5th and 6th. Christian Eckers, 2019 ARCA champ. He finished a couple spots behind them, so it was really a good run at Richmond, a track that ARCA doesn't race on, for those teams to get locked in and get going. So it's good to see how they can play well together and do well. We give them the truck series opportunities. The ARCA Menard Series races at the Milwaukee Mile on Sunday, August 28th. Money-saving advance sale tickets are available now at trackenterprises.com. And if you buy a special yellow case of Sprecher root beer like the one sitting behind me, right here, that one, and you get 24 of these bottles in your case, you get the whole case at Menards for less than it costs a race ticket. So buy the yellow case of Sprecher root beer at Menards. Take that receipt to the Milwaukee Mile ticket office at the fairgrounds any day during the week or on race day on Sunday, August 28th. Redeem that. One case is one ticket. 2 cases, 2 tickets. 3 cases, 3 tickets. You get the idea. Look for the yellow cases at Menard stores nationwide. And that's your ticket to the Milwaukee Mile ARCA Menard Series Sprecher 150 race on Sunday, August 28th. Now joining us is a gentleman that's really familiar with the August 28th race. He works with Track Enterprises, who put on the races here at the Mile. Thanks to Adam Mackey and Bob Sargent and the crew, we've got a race to put on at the Mile. We're sitting across the street from him right now, and Adam Mackey joins us on the phone and on the video link. Adam, welcome to the Racing Roundup Show.
Hey.
Adam, when it comes to, you're sitting at a racetrack right now. What track are you at?
I'm at Macon Speedway right now, Jim.
One of the tracks that Track Enterprises operates, and you get to call the shots on Saturday nights. So come August 27th, that's a Saturday, will you be racing at Macon and then driving up to Milwaukee?
I believe that's what I'm going to do. I did that earlier this season for the Father's Day 100, and I'll be doing the same. I'll be doing race directing next Saturday night here at the racetrack, making sure everything goes well, and then I will leave very early on Sunday morning, try to get up there around 10 a.m. You know, they'll have everything opened up by then as far as the gates go, but I'll be a part of the day, it looks like.
And Adam, it's a busy one-day schedule. We've got the Big 8 late model series, we've got the Upper Midwest Vintage, and the ARCA Menard series, all racing and practicing and qualifying on Sunday. So I would guess we need to encourage the fans to get out here early, right, on Sunday, the 28th?
Absolutely. Come out early. You know, we start racing about noon, but we start practice and qualifying earlier than that. And the Big 8 Series is going to put on a great show, I'm sure. We had a good field of cars last year for that event. And then the Upper Midwest Vintage Series always put on a good show. And, of course, ARCA Menard Series, a pretty strong field of cars scheduled to race with us this weekend at the Springfield Mile. We have over 20 cars, a much improved field for the Springfield Mile race that we have coming up this Sunday. And then the Milwaukee Mile next Sunday, expected to be a pretty good field there, too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this Sunday. I got a sneak peek at the entry list for this coming Sunday. Buddy Kofoid, the USAC champ, and he also just happened to win the BC 39. And he's going to race the Silver Crown car at Springfield this Saturday. He's racing in the ARCA Menard Series on Sunday with Venturini Motorsports through Toyota. I'm looking forward to that. And guess what? When we get a chance to play here in Milwaukee on Sunday, August 28th, we're going to have the ARCA Menard Series and the ARCA Menard Series East racing here. A lot of eyeballs on this racetrack because it'll be a dual points event for them. We had 28 cars, I want to say, the last time those two series worked together. So it should be a lot of fun. And I want to let people know, Adam, while you have a moment, where can we get our tickets ahead of time and save some money?
There's so many different ways to get tickets from the Milwaukee Mile event. That's what's cool about this. Fans have a number of different options. They can get on our website, trackenterprises.com, and then go to the link to purchase their tickets online. Or if they're in the Milwaukee area, they go to a Menards store, go to the customer service desk and purchase a ticket for $20. Or they can go to the State Fair box office and purchase a ticket. They can do that on race day. Or the Sprecher case, the specially marked boxes of Sprecher, cases of Sprecher root beer right there. You get one of those.
Yeah.
Turn that in at the box office on race day, or you can turn it in to the box office ahead of time as well, and you get a free race ticket with each of the root beer cases purchased. You might hear that grater in the background and the grater going around the racetrack. You know who that is, right?
I do. The guy who started Trek Enterprises in 1985. Bob Sargent loves his tractor time.
That's right. Bob Sargent working the dirt here at Macon Speedway.
So that's why I didn't ask him to come on the show, Adam. I knew he'd be doing something crazy. But he's right there on the grader behind him.
He could have video chatted with you and driven around the track in the grader, I'm sure.
Then he would have missed something. He would have nicked the boulder or something like, "Hey Jim, hey, I gotta go pick some rocks. This is my track. I gotta make sure it's ready." It's neat to know we're working with racers, and they're bringing the race to the Milwaukee Mile on Sunday, August 28th. You learn how to get tickets. You now know from the Rockstar Adam Mackey what's going on. We've got racing going on. The Big 8 Series is, again, the limit to the late models around here, but they haven't been on the mile in a while. So it's going to be neat to see how they come back through. And I'm looking forward to calling the race that you're going to set your DVRs for and come to the Milwaukee Mile and support this race. Adam Mackey, thanks for your time tonight. I'll let you get back on the grader. Or are you now the inspector because Bob's your employee as the race director to tell him where he missed?
I just came down here to the track to check things out. I've been in the office all day. I wanted to make sure he was actually, coming to the track to work. Now that I've checked in on that, I'll probably head home.
Well, thanks for checking in with us. How would I say for Adam Mackey joining us here on the Racing Roundup Show? Wisconsin fans, looking forward to seeing you race at the Milwaukee Mile with the whole gang. Trek Enterprises putting on the show Sunday, August 28th. The Sprecher 150. Yep, the Milwaukee sponsor the race. Thank you, Adam.
Hey, thank you. TrackEnterprises.com for full details.
TrackEnterprises.com. You got it. Thank you. We are going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're talking about all things motorsports. We've got a race car sitting outside. We've got a motorcycle sitting outside. Yeah, we talk about all things racing. If it's got a number on the side and a motor inside it, we talk about it here on the Racing Roundup Show. We'll be right back.
Join the racing crowd every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central all season long. Share what you love about short track racing on our Facebook page and on Twitter and Instagram at Racing Roundup. We'll be right back with more of the Racing Roundup Show.
Need a pack and move? Well, we do a lot of them. And we have all the